All right, so this is a pill crusher. And before I get into the demonstration of this and how it works and sharing my opinion, I do have a couple of things I need to say first. First and foremost, thank you to the brand for sending this to me to try out. I have been using it for 2 weeks at home and at work, testing it out, testing its limits, seeing how easy it is to clean, things like that. And I'm going to share all those details now. However, I do have a caveat for safety reasons. I do want to make sure that everyone realizes, please do not crush or grind down pills that are not supposed to be. Talk to your medical provider or your pharmacist before you split pills or crush pills, because not all medication is meant to be split. Not all medication is meant to be crushed. And if you do that for medication that should not be split or crushed, it can make you sick. So please be careful, be smart, speak with your medical provider and your pharmacist to make sure that you're safe before you do so. However, if there is a medication that you need to crush or a medication that you need to split, then this is a great option for doing that at home. So as I said, I have been using this at home and at work. I am a nurse by profession. And so I deal with medication orders and administering medication to patients on a regular basis. And I do have some patients that have to take their medication in alternative ways for various medical reasons, whether they are unable to swallow anymore after a stroke, or they have a G tube that their medication needs to go through. There are a variety of reasons why I would need to either split tablets or crush tablets. So I'm going to do this real quick and show you how this works. And then I'm also going to show you at the end how this works for cleanup, because that is super important as well. So this is the grinder. It's super simple and easy to use. This handle turns and crushes the medication, which is in here, and then deposits it down here into the collection container. And so when you are going to be crushing medication, you put it in there. And as you can see, obviously size would be an issue. So that is where the pill splitter can come in handy as well. So these particular medications that I have here are just throwaway medications. It's an old prescription that I stopped taking, and I have not disposed of it yet because I just haven't had a chance to bring it to our local police department, which is where we get rid of medications, and they handle getting medications incinerated so that they don't end up in the wrong hands or in our dump facility that we have in my town. So in order to use the pill splitter, you take the tablet and you put it in and put it as close to the front as possible. If it's a smaller pill, it'll be higher up in that V. If it's a bigger pill, it'll be lower down, but you put it as high up as it'll go, and then you just press down. Once you've done that, if you open it up, as you can see, you have a tablet that is split perfectly down the middle. And so I'm going to take those and I'm going to put them right in here. And if you look, there is a sharp razor blade right there. That is what crushes the pill. Or, sorry, splits the pill, I should say. And if a pill is meant to be split, it should have a score on it where you would be able to cut it down the score. And then I'm going to take this whole tablet and put it in here as well. So we've got those in there. Can we see where can you see the two little half tablets are there, and then the full tablet is right there. I'm going to put this top on. I'm going to put this on. And then we're going to start turning this. And you just turn it like an old manual coffee grinder. And once you have turned it, you can turn it either way also, it goes both ways. But once you have been turning it and it's nice and smooth and you're not feeling any crunching in your hand as you're turning, then you can unscrew the bottom here and there will be your crushed tablet. So I have this set to do a fine grind. You can adjust this and have it do more of a coarser grind if that is what you need for your particular medical situation. But let's talk about cleanup, because cleanup is very important. So in order to clean this up, you can unscrew this completely and be very careful when you are doing this. There is, so you've got that piece, and then let's get, this is the grinding piece. And then the reason why I said to be careful is because there is a little spring in there, and there's also another little silver piece that will come out as well if you're not careful. And the first time I wasn't prepared and I dropped the spring and had to search for it for a little bit because it rolled underneath my kitchen cabinet. So you literally can just take everything apart to be able to clean it. So that is one thing. Another thing is you've got this brush to help clean out if you've got, chunks. You can use this brush to get any chunks that might be stuck. And then I also use this brush on the pill splitter itself. I use it on the blade. Because again, this is a blade. You want to be very careful that you don't cut yourself. And then this part, I usually just take this completely out and I will wash this in the sink. And then once it is dry, I will pop it back in again. And so with all of these things, I take the whole thing apart, I clean it all, I let it dry, and then I put it all back together so that it's clean and ready to go for the next time that I use it. It is super simple and easy to use. It is easy to clean. I love how easy it is to take apart and put back together to clean thoroughly. And I would definitely recommend this pill crusher set to use if you need to be crushing and splitting pills at home.